This is day 11 of me manifesting $500,000. If you have not seen the last days, I'd advise you to go back and look at those so that you can catch up. I'm Brand Victoria, your new manifestation / mindset coach, and I'm taking you along on the journey with me. I woke up in a really good mood. I had a dream that was like really good. It was like I met this guy and he was just absolutely amazing. We got in a relationship, and it was like the setting of the dream was a little weird, but he was my next door neighbor, and I was like in another place. So I was like, this is nice. Signs. This is telling me something. But when I woke up in the morning, I did a rampage of like wealth and success. Like I put my timer on, then I was like, okay, it feels good. It feels great having $500,000. That's just the norm that happens to me. Like those are the normal days, $6,000 days, $500,000 months. This is just what happens to me on a consistent basis. Money is easy. Money is there to support me in anything that I do. All my expenses are supported by money because they're all paid off. So that's what I did. And that got me into just the right vibrational frequency. And then after I did that, I checked my socials. I checked my Instagram, and then I got like a message on there about an opportunity. And I was like, oh, okay. So we are getting somewhere, y'all. And so I, got more clarification on like what that opportunity was. And however that turns out, that is none of my concern. We are not doing the how. I'm not saying, oh, how is this going to happen? How is blah, blah, blah. No. And I'm not putting any insistence on what has to happen with that particular thing. So, but the point is, I'm in the vibrational frequency of wealth and abundance, and things like that get to be my norm, where I get opportunities, just DMs, people giving me opportunities to be on podcasts and to do different things. So, but I did have limiting beliefs that came up when I got that. So I was like, perfect. Okay. This is telling me, what beliefs are out of alignment with my desire. Today was my grocery shopping day though. And for my grocery shopping day, I shop for 2 weeks. And so much came up for me since I'm just like super aware of what beliefs are going on. And so when I was in the car, I was shifting limiting beliefs. When I was at the store, I was shifting limiting beliefs. When I got out the store, I was shifting limiting beliefs because a lot was coming up for me. Does that happen for you where you're at the store and then you may feel like anxiety, you may feel like, oh, this and that. Like it's just a lot's coming up. And then you may even feel overstimulated. I was kind of getting that vibe. Overstimulation of like everything. So I shifted limiting beliefs when I was in the car too. And I got to this point where I was just like, it seems like there's just too many limiting beliefs. But that is a limiting belief in itself. So I shifted that. And then I was like, you know what? My positive beliefs around money override any limiting beliefs that I have around money. There we go. Because you can have other beliefs override other beliefs. So you know what? That's perfect. I also listened to my Manifest Money and Abundance While You Sleep affirmation meditation video. That's on YouTube. You guys can go subscribe to me and you can also see that video there. But I'm like at this point doing this whole thing where I'm just like, I'm just super self-aware of what's going on. But when you're self-aware, y'all, that is like where you want to be. And the more positive that you are going to see the negative. It's going to be very apparent, like what negative beliefs are happening, what limiting beliefs are happening. So if you are doing this, y'all, do not be alarmed if you may see or observe more negative things. That's because you get to have the full scope. Like you get the binoculars and everything when you are in a positive vibrational frequency, when you are feeling positive. You get binoculars. But then when you're feeling negative and you're like in this low vibrational frequency, you don't get binoculars, y'all. You just get your 20/20 vision. You don't get binoculars. And not even 20/20. You got like what is it, 1920 or 1420 vision, whatever that is. I don't even know the specs, but it ain't 2020. And my desire is for money to support me with having a new car, with having the resources to do my $2,000 grocery shopping sprees. Yes, because I love grocery shopping. That's like the mall to me. Are any of y'all, are you like this too? Where, no, not clothes shopping, but food shopping. That is the thing. I love that so much. I enjoy it to the max. And just shopping at Whole Foods, shopping at Publix, shopping at, farmers markets. That is my thing. Okay. I will be at the grocery store for hours going up and down the aisles because I got to see every little detail. I got to read the back of the labels because, I'm health conscious. So I like to read the back of the labels, like, what ingredients are in this? And then look at my recipes that are on TikTok that I can do. And just, it's a good feeling. It's just that creative aspect. I'm a creative person. Obviously, like coaching, manifestation, coming up with these innovative ways to shift beliefs and to be in the vibrational frequency of money and abundance. Like, I'm creative. So, and then cooking on top of that, creative aspect. So I'm just at the point where I feel it. I feel it happening. I know. Like, I know that something amazing is happening. I'm just keeping with it. And yeah, in the day, I may have felt like, oh my gosh, this is too much, too many limiting beliefs. Maybe if I missed any, like it happens. Okay. Manifestation is not always going to be like, I'm feeling good all the time and everything is amazing. Like, it can be like that in terms of like, okay, you feel like that, something happens, you may feel a low vibrational frequency, you shift the limiting beliefs, and then you feel, oh my gosh, everything is amazing. But it goes like that because you're going to be shown what your limiting beliefs are because you have this desire, so you got to align with it. But so if you are like always like, oh my gosh, everything is amazing all the time, then it would have manifested. Okay. It would have already manifested. So if it has not manifested for you and you're still like, oh my gosh, everything is amazing, check your limiting beliefs. It's time to be more self-aware. Because if everything was all amazing and you were always in the vibrational frequency of your desire, you would already have it. Okay? So let's get real and stop sugarcoating it. Check those limiting beliefs. You're not being negative by noticing your limiting beliefs. That's a positive thing. Self-awareness is a very high vibrational frequency. So own it. What you got going on? And just like myself, I'm owning this stuff. Okay, I feel this. I acknowledge this. I feel this anxiety when I pay for this thing. Okay, why is this triggering me? Why am I feeling this way? And that's okay. And I'm past the point where I judge myself for that kind of stuff. Because I know way back, I would have been like, oh my gosh, I shouldn't be feeling like this. Why is this happening to me? And then this whole perpetuation. When you judge yourself for the way that you feel, this is a perpetual thing that happens that keeps you in a loop and you keep on feeling stuck. But you don't have to feel stuck. And I ain't doing it. No way. I'm at the point where I just keep moving forward, keep shifting these beliefs. If something comes up, take my inspired actions and keep making these videos because I know I'm meant to be doing this because I'm inspiring somebody. Type in the comments below money now to let me know that you're following this and you are ready to manifest money. You are in the vibrational frequency to have this information, so you're getting it for a reason. Make sure that you follow me over there or subscribe to me over there, and then you can get the next video because it's dropping tomorrow, about the same time as today. And I'll see you in the next one.